Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here. Welcome back to another Thursday live stream where, yes, action packed today. We're going to be talking about the Space 8 stream that was today. There wasn't too much info in there, but there was some important info. So we're talking about that. Also going to be looking at Sidetrack and Growl again. A couple of people made a bit of a, made a point that the FFDs were in place, so it really didn't do him justice. So I'll show it again with the FFDs away so you can get a better idea on what this new combat is all about. We're going to be taking another second look just before this weekend on Skids and Knockout's new G1 core. I know it's not a G1 core for Knockout, but you get what I mean. And also a sneak peek into their ability 11, and I want your opinion on what you think. I'll talk about what was brought out, what changes we made, what I suggested, and my ideas behind it, and maybe it needs some change still. Maybe it's okay. Let me know. We're also going to talk about some important news as well that we've been talking about in playtests that I've seen in Cybertron chat. Don't worry, guys. The VIP rewards are coming tomorrow. Don't worry. There's been a lot of talk about it, a lot of panic. They're going to come. Don't worry. They are. So, yeah, Dale said that they are normally supposed to be out on a Friday, but they normally send them on Thursday just to get it done and dusted. But it is taking till Friday. But, hey, we'll get them. No problem. No worries. So, yeah, and obviously talking about everything else in the game today. So, yeah. So, let's see who's joined us for the stream. So we've got Grind Time, Penny Lancaster, Andy Swells, Chris Harmon, Stay Puff, Dojacked. A lot of members in the chat today. Thanks for being members. And if you've not been around, you've just missed the $50 gift card giveaway for all my platinum members. So the next one will be just before Christmas. So if you want a nice $50 gift card just before Christmas for Google or iTunes, then become a member. And I have said once I get to 20 platinum members, then I will do 2 giveaways. Yeah, so platinum members automatically go in for a draw every 2 weeks. And listen, on top of that, you get added to a little members chat. I do sort of like little giveaways every now and again where I give codes out to my members and stuff like that. And if you're a platinum member as well, you can ask for a little one-to-one session with me. I can help you with your bots and whatever else. Hey, whatever else you want to talk about. If you want to be what me and Grind Time talk about, we talk about food half the time. So, yeah, whatever you want, guys. But, yeah, that's something I offer for my platinum members. We've also got E-Rods, Berserk, William Wilkinson, Lord Avix, Charlie Plays, Esclahossi as well, Richard Trender, thanks for joining everyone. We've got, who else have we got? Chris Lewis, thanks for joining, buddy. MD Prime, Jason Rowley as well, thanks for joining, guys. We have got, who else have we got? Scrolly. Rodder Van Holland, thanks for coming again back, bud. Chris M as well. Look at all these Psy fools. We've got William Chowderbury as well. We've got, who else? Totano, Illicit Pulse, Stan Tarvin as well. OS73, where did you go? I'm here, where did you go? We've got Bartosh as well, Warpath SB. And Carnage Mac, alright, straight away, and Actual Whale coming in with the clutch as well. So yes, thanks everyone for joining. I can see people getting giveaway. Dale's still not giving the codes. I did mention the other day saying, just a reminder, Dale, that you are due to give the codes out to the content creators. I went, oh yeah, I did forget. I went, listen, there's no rush as such, but you have forgot. I forgot still, but hey, I'm sure. Well, he's been mad busy lately, and again, what we're going to talk about in playtest, what we've been talking about, a lot been happening this week in playtest in preparation for things sort of coming to the game. Not including the new combat ironing some little bugs out, the new core for Skids, and plenty of other things. Like I said, but first on the bill, the big news that came in today's stream is. They confirmed and didn't confirm that God Neptune and Ruination are coming to Transformers Earth Wars. Pretty much confirmed. So the new bot, Terramandar, is coming out, which is another bot from God Neptune. And the ape said, yeah, new combiner, God Neptune coming out. There's no denying it. And then they also said Topspin is going to be out as well. That's a new special bot for the end of Saga bot. It's going to be Topspin. So we've got Twin Twist, we've got Topspin. So everyone was sort of thinking, surely Ruination is. Surely Ruination's coming to the game, and I don't think they can't now. I can't imagine they can hide it anymore. The last two 5-star bots have been bots for God's Neptune, and it just so happens that those two are in Ruination. I mean, come on. So it's pretty much a given that Ruination and God Neptune are coming to Transformers Earth War. Some more combiners again. And it's getting to a point now where you're like, we're going to run out of combiners. And then we'll end up getting that train combiner where it's just all train, which is going to be absolutely mental. They're going to have 5 trains probably in Earth Wars. I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be absolutely mental. But yeah, super excited again for a new combat coming to the game. Super excited that Topspin's coming. I would rather it have been his proper G1 character. I've got the toy in G1. I meant to get it out, but I just forgot, to be honest with you. Have I got him? Oh, I've actually got him. Yeah. Got him. Yeah. There we go, if you can see him. There we go. There we go. That's what Topspin should look like. But the one that they did doesn't look like that at all. And there he is transformed as well. So yeah, pretty cool. Original G1. The actual original. You can see by all the stickers are falling off and everything. Cool. So yeah, that guy's coming to the game. So super excited. Like I said, any toys that I sort of had as a kid, I'm super excited to, to come to the game. So yeah, and still bot 94 is just put there. Don't forget Impactor. Yeah, Impactor's already in the game, and we didn't have no Inklings then, but we have got Impactor already in the game. So we've got 3 bots out of that combiner already. So yeah, super excited for a new combiner. Yeah. What else? So we've been talking today about the Black Friday deals. We've been trying to get some good deals for you guys, and maybe something a bit different than what we've seen previously, but trying to give guys the same value or even better value. So we've talked today about the normal bot rotations and maybe just bringing out singular bots more because people are chasing a lot of the new bots. So the likes of Minerva and the likes of Blur, maybe Skids as 4 stars and Twin Twist bots like that, trying to bring out some modern bundles, some good amount of crystals in them. And then I said, listen, we need some good bundles with singular bots, so people have a chance of getting one bot. We need some good bundles with lots of bots because people like me just want dupes. I've got the 5-star version of some of these bots, or I'm chasing the 5-star version, so I don't really want the 4-star. I want dupes. So we need some good dupe bundles. It's just old bots. But then there's some people also chasing G1s. So I said there's some G1s out there that people are dying to get, like Jetfire's Chrome Core, Laser Optimus's Cups G1, Prowl's G1, Sunstreaker's G1. There's so many cores that people are trying to chase. I'm like, you should do bundles of them as well. Individual bundles, people can chase them cores maybe. So yeah, listen, I'm not saying this is coming. Combat bundles as well. I'm not saying this is definitely coming. But this is the feedback that we're sort of giving to them, saying this is what we would like to see. And trying to pair up, like, sometimes you get some weird pairings, but we're like, listen, Minerva and Rung together, it makes sense, And Dale was asking, well, what bots match up? We're like, listen, this bot with this core or this bot with this combat, they match up, they will go together well. So, if you get a bundle and get both of them bots, straight away, boom, they go together and work. So that's something that we're sort of trying to sort of encourage that. I've always said that you don't have to sort of, spend on this game as such. But if you are going to spend, then my job is to try and get you the best value possible. That's my, I say job. I don't get paid by Spacey, but as a content creator, I want to try and get you guys the best value you can. So it's looking like there's going to be some good bundles out, like I said. So look out for them, and when they are announced, I'll let you guys know what to spend, what not to spend, which bundles to chase if you're doing this, whatever. And yeah, I'll give you sort of lowdown on what to buy and what not to buy, hopefully. But listen, never be pushed to spend if you don't want to spend, guys. There's plenty of free-to-play guys that enjoy this game free to play. It is strictly down to you, like I said. It depends if you want to be a top player or not, if you want to chase bots, whether you're a collector. If you are a collector, want to be a top player, then yeah, you probably do need to spend on this game. But you don't have to, guys, and don't spend excessively. Pick and choose. I've always said to people, if you are going to spend, pick and choose. You know, don't just chase everything aimlessly. I think everyone's done that at some point where it's gone, oh, this bot, oh, that bot. Look at it go, do I need this bot? Do I actually want this bot? Will it work well in my team? What will it give me? What advantage? You know, you don't want a bot that's going to sit on the bench in, say, 2-3 months' time because you've got better bots or because you're going to get the 5-star version. So just, you know, spend wisely if you are going to spend. But yeah. So look at what we've got in the chat. So, actually, well, we've got 3 of each. Whirl, Topspin, Twin Twist, Sea Phantom, Termander, and Koala, that guy, yeah. I'm pretty sure Impact's in there as well, but I've got a list here which I'll show you shortly anyway, but yeah. Yeah, they were sort of deciding. It depends on. So, someone asked Yanis in the stream whether it was God Neptune or Branacon Sea Phantom or whatever it's called. And they basically said it depends on licensing, but they think it's going to be God Neptune. They're pretty much sure. But yeah, no guarantee, but the guarantee is coming though. So yeah. Grant says, but dang, the slamming you Skyrim. Don't forget though that there's at least 2 more combots coming. So that's another 16 weeks away. So that's still, don't forget it's 1 bot every 8 months now. So I imagine they'll throw some G1 bots in there as well. Because I asked in the stream as well if we were to see Headmasters. And it's quite coy around Headmasters coming out. But he did say, no, we're not going to see Headmasters. Which is pretty sad really. I'm pretty gutted. But it is what it is. But they didn't say that Headmasters and some of them won't be coming to the game. So, you know, he said we've got loads, but we've already got Brainstorm, I think. Is there anyone Headmasters in the game? We've got Target Masters, but Headmasters, I think there's only 4 or 5 of them. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we've only got Brainstorm. Maybe it's the con side. Maybe it's talk about Snapdragon. Oh yeah, we've got Snapdragon and 8-Face, but I don't classify them as bots. They're cons. But yeah, you know. But yeah, I think what they'll do is they'll bring out another combiner bot or something. They might bring in a G1 bot and then another combiner bot. So you talk about 24 weeks, so it's another 6 months maybe. So I wouldn't be too worried about, you know, leveling Skyrim currently and having another combiner to level all of a sudden. But yeah, you know, they bring out a combiner every year pretty much. Normally around summertime, you know, around July, August, September, around that sort of time. So I imagine that's when the next one will come out. So they'll space it out so the next 6 to 9 months, whatever, 6 to 9 months, something like that. All the good bots will come in, but they won't be coming in the next 2 months, guys. Don't worry. Varaman Holland wants combat bundles. Definitely, that is definitely on the cards. Definitely. Hyro actually liked that idea. I think someone brought it up, and Hyro came in the chat and was like, "Yeah, I like the idea of that." And don't forget, if that is, you know, good value, better value than what it is now. So yeah. See, Penny Lancaster put a bundle for 5-star Omega. That won't happen, sadly. I have said that I would like them to reduce the cost and announce it over time. I would like them to say, right, listen, if you've bought it right now, you've bought it, you've got the advantage. Next month, we're going to reduce it by 500 or 1,000 shards. 500 shards next month, we're going to reduce it by. The following month, 500 shards. The following month, 500 shards. If you want to wait 6 months to save yourself 3,000 shards, fine, no problem. But you're going to have to wait 6 months without that 5-star Omega. If you want to wait a year, in a year's time, it will be whatever, you know, 5,000, let's say. Cool, but you're waiting a year for it, you know. And I think that's fair if they announce that this is what we're going to do for the next year. We're going to lower the cost eventually. It's up to you when you want to buy it now, or when you want to buy it in 3 months or 9 months. There you go. Dead simple. Yeah, thanks for joining, Matt Poley. Don't forget it is daylight savings, so we are an hour behind over in the Europe. So yeah, don't forget. Let's have a look. I've got quite a few questions in the chat, guys, but a lot to go through today, so you can ask me those questions what sort of when I'm sort of doing as I am doing and such. So a few questions about skids, so I'll see what I can do. I'll obviously give my opinion on skids as we're sort of testing him. But yeah, brainstorm, mind wipe, skull crusher. Yeah, that's it. No Autobot ones apart from brainstorm, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, a few common ones, but not a lot of Autobot ones. Grind time, still going about his combiner timer. Cool. Alright, let's have a look at the newsletter. So, this weekend's event is called Proving Grounds. New look to the newsletter, looks pretty cool, a lot more visually, appealing. So yeah, pretty cool. So, Brow Weep, Grind Out Weep, Ninny Bong. So this weekend's event is an event to get the new combat sidetrack and growl. It's the Lions totalizer for 1.5 million and 150 prestiges. So we're looking at 300 proving ground chips, each contain a chance to win the new 4-star combat. 150 premium combat chips. 150 battle tactic chests with boosters in them. 150 building power core chips, 300,000 spark, 300,000 combiner spark, and 300,000 combat spark, 30 million alloy and energon, and a partridge in a pear tree. The funny thing is, I actually started that a year ago at Christmas, and I've carried it on since pretty much. Yeah, it's nearly a year since I started doing that, funny enough. But anyway, but yeah, looking pretty cool event. Like I said, normal sort of scattered throughout the prestiges. It's 10,000 points per prestige. Don't forget, you don't have to finish it. People think that because we put 1.5 million, you've got to finish it. Listen, if you get 1.2 mil, hey, don't worry about it. You know, you've still got some decent rewards, guys. And people feel obliged that they have to finish these events. Just do what you can. Yeah, it's good rewards. If you do to 1.2 mil, you'll get 1.2 mils worth of awards. Don't sort of overthink it, guys. And each proving ground chip contains either the new combat in a 4-3 or 2-star, premium shards, 3-star shards, and 4-star shards. So 25% chance, but don't forget within that 25% chance, so because there is 150 crystals, you're talking about 37. You should get 37 of this bot, roughly, give or take. So out of the 37, it's only a 2% chance. So you still only got a 0.3% chance of getting the 4-star. It's better than it was, don't get me wrong, with the bots it was 0.1% at 1.2, I think. So it's a better chance, but don't forget, guys, it is still a low chance, but they are dropping 4-star combats. This is the first time that free-to-play guys have ever had the chance to really get a 4-star combat other than in free crystals, and they are like Rocky Norse mess. So yeah, yeah, I'm enjoying this event. Yeah, I'll talk a bit more in a minute. But yeah, each building power core chip as well, you got a 5% chance at our building G metal core. So because we are getting 150 building chips with a 5% chance, that means you should get about 7 building G metals. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I am literally saving all these crystals for HQ 18. This is the kind of thing that you've got to be saving, guys, honestly, when these new cores come out. Because when the new cores come out, half of my base, I had 2 G-Metal MSM mines. I had a couple of the new Billbot cores as soon as they pretty much came out, because I saved all my cores and saved my crystals for when they were coming out. So I would recommend, guys, that when these building cores come out, unless you're desperate for building cores to upgrade our defense, then I would honestly say that for HQ 18 and I'd store them with a better chance, because again, you still get the same amount of cores, nothing's going to change, but the new ones are in there. So same with the G1 cores, I've been saving mine now, and I might even wait until the next batch of G1 cores comes out, and I might try for Skids G1 or someone else's G1, because they're going the crystals. So because you got the crystals, the G1 crystals, whatever it is, a month ago, when they bring out the new content, it goes straight into them. So keep that in mind, guys. So normal battle zones as usual. And then game updates information. So they placed a survey with a chance to win some 5-star shards. I'd recommend everyone go and fill that in. It's asking about burnout and what you do like and what you don't like. So, the more opinions they get, the better they can change the game depending on them survey results. So make sure you fill that survey in, guys. It takes about 5 minutes. It's also talking about what bots you'd like to see and bundles wise that will help for Black Friday. So I suggest you go and check that out. We're still underway with the toy giveaway. So they've got 2 from the content creators. So we're all going to give our names in. I've pretty much got my names now. I'm going to give them in to Dale. So yeah, we've got 2 toys to give away from the content creators. They've given 2 away already to the VIP players. So congratulations to Dusty Bolts and Bicklebot. And then 2 for all Discord members. And that was pretty cool, perfect cool burn. And Don D Lunk Wince, I think. Yeah. So yeah, congratulations to you guys. And they've saved 3 of their current toys for special bird suggestions. So yeah, pretty cool. New Skids and Knockout G1 cores, but Knockout's core is not a G1. I said it should be Dark Energon, but hey, a DE core. But yes, we've got Skids core there, which we will show shortly. This weekend we will have a Skids bundle. So it's pretty much the normal value what you'll see. But again, I imagine we might even see this guy in a bundle in Black Friday. So unless you're desperate to get Skids, I would sort of save your money for Black Friday, and hopefully we'll see this bundle again. That's my plan anyway. And then we've got the new Combat Sidetrack and Growl, which we'll be showing shortly. Massive shout out to Tex for sort of putting these stats in the newsletter, so we can sort of see the comparison between the 2, 3, and 4, and 5 star. Thanks for that, Tex. Then there's a lot of playtest thoughts there, which you can go and check them out, guys, on what they think of the combat. And on the whole, yeah, I think it's all right. I don't think it's awful. But I just think it's not for me. And I'll explain why again. I think I've talked about it previously, but we'll talk about it again. Then Season 9. So I like these new cores. Love these new skins. I say cores then. Love these new skins. I prefer Galvatron's to Ultra Magnus, but still pretty cool. And then we've got the new Cyber Pass, so a lot of the same really that we're sort of used to really. We've got the obviously fuel cap, and we've got the building skips and troop skips, ability skips. So yeah, back to sort of what we had really. In a way, people are sort of kicking off going like, they've reduced the shards. We're like, don't forget the free shards are here, and then like, oh yeah, remember that. And then obviously go and check out all your content creators. I don't know what's happened to Arrow DJ Hart. He's disappeared off the map, but hopefully he's okay. I've done some content for a while, so if you know Arrow DJ Hart, hit him up and say, hey, where's the podcast gone? Where's your videos gone? Go and check him out. But yeah, Engineer Hoist, Grind Time Soldier, and myself. There's also quite a few unofficial content creators like Freesius and Just Elite and many others. Make sure you go and check them out as well. And this week's newsletter, I thought I'd put my video on who's better. There's been a lot of confusion about 5-star Mega being obsolete because of the new combat. It's not the case, guys. But go check out my video out. That'll give you an idea on why not, and we'll convince you why it's a good thing that we're getting level 25 combiners. Then Community Corner. It's a long newsletter today. Lots of I don't know what the hell is that? I don't know what that is. What the hell, like, what is that though? That's ominous. What is that though? Looks like it's got big arms, but I don't know. I don't know. Someone's cool pumpkin there, Transformer as well, and we've got a cool artwork there as well. Saga schedule, so we are on week 4, is it? Oh yeah, week 4 of season 8. Even I'm not used to this new thing yet. So yeah, and then we start a new saga next week, which is still a bit strange. It's a 4-week saga. It seems like yesterday it was beginning of the saga, but yeah, 4-week saga. And then we start the new one again up to the endurance event for the new bots Terraman and Topspin. So yeah, Looking forward to that. Cannot wait. Bug fixes and improvements. So some of the bots showing 999 for range and speeds and stuff. It's only visual ever, but it's been fixed. They've altered the Typhoon ability. There's a lot of confusion because it said those 7 orbs out on Galvatronus. So people thought it did 7 times the damage, and then they thought it also did like 5k damage per orb. It's 5,000 split between the orbs, but then some orbs weren't hitting defenses. It was an absolute mess, to be honest with you. So they just sort of like made it a bit better, really. But yeah. So this is a big one actually. It's huge, and we're going to talk a bit more later on. So damage over time, they fixed the amount of damage dealt by damage over time attacks. Previously, if a building was doing more damage for a power core or war effect or titan perk, then the dot damage attack would do more damage on that building. It's exactly the same. If the building had reduced damage, then the dot would also be doing less damage. It was kind of confusing until I sort of really read into it, really, and we'll sort of go through that a bit later on. That's a big one, bigger than you might even realise. And then yes, Skids and Knockout. There's a couple of little issues where Trenchfoot Caliburst they couldn't be equipped, and then Top Shot and Fireline. I think the range has been reduced, but it should have been. And yes, they just said that both G1 cores available in the G1 pool if you've got any G1s saved. Cool. And that is the end of the newsletter. So let's have a quick look at these bots a minute. So these are the bots that it showed on Wiki that are in for Ruination. So we've got Autobot Whirl, Twin Twist, Topspin, Impactor. So the bots only need Roadbuster. There's only one bot we need. So if you've already got Twin Twist, Whirl, and Impactor as 4 stars, then you are in with a shout at getting this guy in a 4-star combine already. I've got all of them guys in 4 stars. So I'm just missing obviously the new one, Topspin, and Roadbuster. So you know, when you are putting your bids in for the end of Saga event, just remember that it is a combiner bot, so it will be really beneficial down the line. We've all been there where there's one bot that's really, really difficult to get hold of. Don't put yourself in that situation. Do these events. You know, you might spend a bit to get there, but at least you're guaranteed to get the 4-star, rather than going buying multiple bundles and not getting it and spending a silly amount of money chasing it. There's always one that's really hard to get. So, you know, consider, you know, actually going for the 4-star for the event. They've dropped it to 1.5 mil. I imagine it's going to be the same for this next endurance event. So 1.5 mil is not that crazy. You know, it's doable, free to play if you're dedicated to it. So consider putting a good bid in for Topspin. It'd be a good event, and looking forward to seeing what they do with Topspin. Big fan of the bot, you know, in terms of lore. So I'm expecting big things for this bot. I really am. So looking forward to it. And then for the cons, so we've got Koala Gun. Yeah, that guy. And Sea Phantom, and then Terramander's coming as well. So the 2 we have left to come is Why did they do this? Why did they create bots that I can't even pronounce? Just call it Sophia. Done. Sylar? I don't know. I'll give up. Yeah, that one. So I can't see. I already called Kawalagon. So whatever. I already call that one. So what am I going to call that? Sophia? I might from now on. Hell. And then Half Shell. See, that's easy. Half Shell. I can read that. Easy. You know, there's not enough. Oh yeah, whatever. I give up. Honestly. But yeah, God Neptune coming to the game. So yeah, look out for them bots as well. Cool. So let's have a look at Skids. Let's just sort of spruce ourselves up with Skids. So Skids. So obviously, Code a Toxic Strike at a nearby location, so very similar to Rust Dust. Again, not going to go through that too much, but very similar to Rust Dust. And then his new core, a bit of a bug where it's just not showing what it is, but yeah, it's a G1. So it increased special ability damage by 19.3% and health regen by 5%. Now there was some concerns that 5% was too low. I kind of get that the G1 core is, it's better than a volatile mixture. That's 15.5%. So it does increase it by 19.3. And 5% is okay. It's not bad. It's pretty much the same as a double. Is it? No, actually 2.2 with 5 seconds. It doesn't say a timer, but they just said it wasn't enough really. But we don't want it to be like an alchemist core. There's no cores out there that are like. And I said no, like an alchemist core. And someone's pointing out like, well, this core is like, yeah, but this has attack and healing, so it's increasing their attack and their protection. If a core just does protection, then yeah, it can have protection and healing, and have the equivalent of 2 cores maybe. But it's got attack on it and healing, so protective and attacking. So it's really, really cool. My concerns are not with the G1 core. The G1 core is really cool. My concern is with damage over time in general. Damage over time. It's just not really beneficial. It's just a bit, nah. It doesn't kill things fast enough. So you got to think as well. The damage over time is not really in the meta and hasn't been for a long time. Again, we'll talk about that a bit later on more. But yeah, the problem is not with the G1 core. It's with the bot itself and the ability. Is it absolutely awful? No. Am I going to chase it? Probably. Have I got a use for it? Yeah, and again, we'll talk about that shortly. But yeah, the G1 core is pretty solid. If you have got him on your war team, if you are going to use him, then the G1 core is really, really good for him. That's the point I'm making. If you're using him. If. So, again, this is down to testing. Nothing is finalized. I've got to make sure that people realize that, but this is what we've come up with so far. So you call in a Toxic Strike at Nibble location. That's not it. There we go. Toxic Strike, so deals obviously more damage than that, so you're probably talking more near 6,000 acid damage in an area over 5 seconds. So it's half the time, because the reason I don't like dot damage is that you do it and it takes ages to burn, so it's going to be half the time. But then it also deals 3 times damage to wall, minions, and outpost bots. So the damage triples. So instead of being just 6,000 or 9,000 to wall, minions, and outpost bots, it then becomes 18,000 damage to walls, minions, and outpost bots. And you know what? It's actually pretty good. And I've not even tried it yet, but I've tried it without that, and it was alright. And I thought, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it without it. I'm going to try it live. I'm going to show you guys, and then we're going to try it with the ability 11 and give it a whirl. How's that sound? Alright? Cool. So have a look at the chat. Let's get back to there. A lot of talk about the Cyber Pass, but yeah, I agree, grind time. The fuel cap, cell cap alone is worth it. I agree in the shards. For $10 you can't, can you? Yeah, Galvatron skin is awesome. I agree. I do agree with that. Hazers put I chased 4-star slug for years. Don't remind me. Yeah, same. I was chasing Dust Up. Dust Up. Dust Up. Dust Up. Say no more. Dust Up. One of the worst bots in the game, and I chased it for Victorian. And Victorian as well. Victorian of all combiners as well. It's just awful right now. So, yeah, we've all chased bots, so don't get that situation. Jason Rollers put, pronounce it Skylar. Oh, that's easy. But why did they pronounce it? Why did they put a K in there? Why have they put an extra L in there? Why did they put a C in there? Illicit poll. Shouldn't it say 5% every 3 seconds? Maybe they changed it for the live server. Maybe that's what it is. Cool. Right. Let's have a look. Blue Grimlock's making a good point that the Conside was doing 2 times damage. We'll see anyway. Hey, if it's bugged, isn't it? What can we do? So go for a normal battle. Put a bit of sound on.
till all are one.
Cool. Might be a bit loud that. I'll turn it down a bit. Let me know. So Skids without ability 11, so let's just put him right at the back over here. Let me know if the sounds are alright, guys. So it's more, I want to see what it's like for the walls. So let's have a look. So one ability there. We'll put another one down there. See if it overlaps. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will. We can see there it's done good health against all the walls. Pretty much half health. Now you got to think for HQ 18, these are going to obviously increase in health, these walls. So the more damage to walls, the better. Day 11's, what's the green glow type effect by the chat window? Don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean, bud. Yes, let me know. You mean people's names, why they're green? That's because they're members. If they mean the name isn't green. Other than that, I don't know, bud. So you see there, look, done about 18k damage. So yeah, pretty good damage. Not bad. Not bad at all. So you got to think as well that we're reducing the burn time, which means hopefully the defenses will go down faster, which means they'll do less damage as well. So let's do ability 11. It's alright. It's not gotta go farming for it though, is it? If only it was that easy, eh? If only it was that easy. Cool. So that's got to 5948. So that's pretty impressive. Like I said, almost 6k. Let's go. It's a green pulsing. Is anyone else getting that? Green pulsing? Is it weird? I don't know. A green pulsing by the chat window. Pop out. Don't know, bud. Can't comment. I don't see it in my end. Let's have a go now. With a faster burn time. Oh wow, look at them numbers. Yeah, that's not doing the right damage it was, is it? Burn a lot faster though. I do like the burn being faster though. Looks like the wall multiplier's not coming in. But yeah. I like that. I do like that. I like this reduce the burn time. Let's give it a go again. But at least what is kind of the perfect ability for Skids. Yeah, reducing the reducing the time I think was a good idea. I wonder if he got that idea. I don't know. Anyway. Let's go. Let's do this. The only thing I would like if I had a stun, that'd be absolutely immense, wouldn't it? The good thing is, because it doesn't stack, you can go like that. And then when that one finishes, you can go like that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, I actually love this bot now. You know what? I weren't a fan of Skids, but I've just changed my mind. Just now. Whoa, that's pretty immense, actually. He just took half the map out on his own. That's immense. You know what? I'd take that. He's still going. No, he's not. That's pretty good though. It costs a lot of points, but if you're going to combo that with something else, something a bit direct, and that's pretty good. I like that build 11. I think it changed him a lot. I really do. Again, so I said I'm not a fan of damage over time because it takes too long, but I think 5 seconds is a good time. Maybe that's the answer to dot damage. Maybe. Let me know what you think in the chat, guys. Let me know. But as we're talking about dot damage, obviously, I wanted to talk about what they're doing to the dot damage at the minute, or what they found. So, just to simplify it, to make it that easier. So, if you have a defense and it's got a core that increases damage, then that means that your bots will do more damage against that defense, your dot damage. Don't forget, dot, if you're not too sure, is damage over time. Yeah, so an AoE damage does it over seconds. That's a dot damage. And that, like they said, Superion's beam is dot damage because it does it over a couple of seconds. Doesn't matter if it's 2 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, 3 seconds. If it's more than instant, it's dot damage. It's damage over time. So anything that was doing dot damage was doing more damage against defenses with an attack core and less against things with an armor core. So, you know, if someone had an immortal and an armor core and it had 7.5k health, and you thought your attack does 7.5k damage, it wasn't taking it out. But let's be honest, not a lot of people use armor cores. It's things like Target Protocol and things like Cybertronian Charge and things like that, attack cores. So on the whole, AoEs kind of get a bit of a nerf in a way, or dot damage is, because dot damage has been doing more damage than what it should have. Now, if you haven't come out and said how much extra, it could have been doing 100%. I doubt it. We'd realise that because it was silly. But it is going to be harder to kill defences now. So there might be a certain bot you used. It might be Sunstreaker. It might have been Skids or a bot like that. Rust Dust, where you've used it and gone, yeah, they can just about take out a missile launcher or a beam laser at my level. But that might not be the case because of this fix. It's not just nerfed it, guys. It's something that they've obviously found is not working as intended. So it's not that they've nerfed it. But if you want to simplify it, then yeah, your bot is going to do less damage on the whole, more than likely. So a bit of a backward step, bit of a shame really for dot damage. But the question you got to ask is that, you know, dot damage is so poor in the game, and maybe 5 seconds and reducing the dot damage is the answer. Because a lot of the bots that do dot damage, it just takes too long. So when you're looking at Sunstreaker, then you know, it takes a good 8 seconds or something for it to burn in. It takes a long time, like I said. In terms of other dot damage, even bumblebees, you know, 12 seconds takes 12 seconds to do the damage, so it's damage over time. Don't forget. You could even say sea spray damage over time. It's a lot faster though. Than most. It has been sped up recently. Rust Dust, for example, over 10 seconds. It's just too long, sadly. You know, I feel like 10 seconds dot damage can get healed very quickly when you've got defenses. You know, they heal 4% every second. So over 10 seconds, it's healed for 40% pretty much. You know, with its HP already. And most bots are only doing maybe 70% of the HP of what that building's got. So, you know, what is the answer for dot damage? How could they make it more relevant in the game? Especially with the amount of healing coming into the game. So don't forget, we've got Micronus cores coming in. We've got Amalgamous cores coming in. We've got Alchemist. We've got so much healing coming into the game. Then it worries me for dot damage. It really worries me that damage over time is going to be dead in the game. So, you know, what is the answer? What do you think? Put it in the chat. They can't make it instant damage because that just ruins it. Do they reduce the timer? Do they make it 5 seconds, which is standard? Most damage over time is 5 seconds, or obviously less if it takes less. Would that improve it? Yeah, it'd probably give it a buff actually. It's still doing the same damage, but it burns faster. I think that's quite reasonable, really. You know, these 10-second abilities are just too long, really. But don't forget, it's obviously going to do the same thing on defense. Going to do dot damage a lot faster to your bots. So if there's any, you know, AoE bots that you put on defense, then you know, it's going to do more damage against your bots. But you tend to find that it's not about direct damage more. Well, it is, but especially not jets. It's also about the HP of the bots as well, but how much damage they do quite quickly. So, you know, Coelagon, yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, bots like that, you know, they do damage quite quickly. You know, Cheetor, Strafe, they still do quick damage. It's damage, 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 damage. It's not like just a burn, you know. So, it's yet to be seen. They said they're going to do some balancing for HU18. Personally, I think dot damage needs a massive, massive buff to make it more relevant. And we're going to do a little experiment just to see how that goes. So you probably just seen it a minute ago. So we've got all these bots here. So I've done a lot of sort of dot damage, the most sort of popular damage bots. So we've got Skids and Bumblebee, Rustus, Sunstreaker. I put a slingshot in there just to reduce the healing. But probably, if anything, that's probably irrelevant. Really, it's not fair because then we're reducing the healing. So I'm trying to think anyone else does damage over time. I don't want to put Whirl in there. I mean, after Breaker we could, but he's not a gunner or anything. Anyone you can think of does damage over time, like sort of burn or anything you want me to add in, let me know. I can add it in, but as like a gunner or something like that. But maybe put Snarl in there as such. But he still does quite quick damage. But yeah, I'm just gonna close my game down, this other game, for a minute. Messing with my memory. There we go. Okay. Dust up. Is there any point really? Hey, let's put dust up in there just because it fits in, doesn't it? There you go. Let's go. Okay, so all sort of gunners, all damage over time. 3 healers try and keep them alive. I mean, Skids is now ability 11, but hey, let's go with this. Send Dust up over there to help out. Sunstreaker down there. Oh, that's a lot of sharks. Oh! Bumblebee's gone. Let's put some burn over that a minute. Now getting low on ability points now. I don't want to use the healing because I want to try and use one of these abilities now, but I need 11 points and I'm trying to keep them alive, but no. Oh, we'll use that. We'll use Skids quickly. And now we're dead because hit the outpost spot. It's just going to wipe out the team out like that. But you get the idea that, you know, we've lost most of our bots by the time we get there. And the question you've got to ask is, how would that battle go with the same sort of setup with direct damage? And the reason it's so different is that when you hit these defenses with AoE damage, they're still firing at you in a time that you're, you know, you're doing nice damage. You know, for that 5 seconds that Skid burns, you know, that defense is still hitting you. Just checking our setups. But if you use direct damage to take them defenses out, they're doing 0 damage to your bots because they're gone. Plain and simple. And although Sea Spray is not exactly direct damage instantly, it's very quick. Very quick. Someone else direct damage. Let's have a look. Who should we pick? Trying to think of someone with direct damage now. I can pick. Direct damage. Let's see Jetfire. Yeah. Stick an EO core on him. Oop, and put a combat on him as well. Don't forget that. Can't go without combat, can we? We'll put flak on him. It'll do. Again, not much thought into it really. And we go again. Let's go. Okay, cool. So very similar. So then we're going to do Sea Spray down there. Going to use Sitz Gun up there. Jetfire up there. Take out that defense there. There we go. And you can see already we're in a lot better position. Even with the bot splitting up, popping an outpost, going all over, we're still in a lot better position than what we were. I'm not too sure. I mean, I could use healers and everything, but we might actually even win this, maybe. Depending on who we got here now. If we can get 10 ability points to Sea Spray, yeah, we might actually win this one. So I could use a healer here now, but I refuse to. Just see if we can actually win it with these gunners. This is touch and go this. I think we've done it. Oh my days. Whoa! For the win. I know people might be thinking, oh well the split helped you. But even if they didn't split, I still would have survived a lot better. Because they take away defenses instantly. Because you see Sea Spray at the top there, got a bit of damage with Sea Spray, with Smoke Screen, did that ability, wiped some defenses out, gave them the opportunity to hit the HQ. Because you can get rid of them defenses, they're not hitting you in that meantime. You know, direct damage will always be better than damage over time. But maybe it's a cost issue. But even if it's just a cost, it's still going to be beneficial. It's really not. You know, it's something they really need to look at. And in my opinion, at the minute, the way Dot is, it's broken. It really is in the game. You know, it's not desirable. It's not, you know, by any means in the meta. And, you know, it needs looking at without a doubt. Yeah. So look at the chat. Grandad's put your combo with the mighty Rust Dust. He's joking. Rust Dust is far from mighty. Well, then Ruckus spot. I guess I need to use Skids. He's alright. He's alright. I'll talk a bit more in a minute. Why I'm going to level and why I'm going to chase and why. J-Red, what is the best way to get spark for bots? Events, crystals, wars. Pretty much. Daniel 11 just bought his 5-star Jetfire SA11. Yeah, me too. Really, really good. I quite like it, yeah. Yeah, Boogle pretty much said what I said, yeah. War, daily. Yeah, join alliances. Yeah, definitely does help. MD Prime Hopper's laser turret for 30 seconds sucks. The 30 seconds for the turret would be pretty good if it did good damage, but it doesn't. That is the problem. Day 11s, what if you, when you hit a high level like level 90, your bot switch to 5 seconds to offset the high value, high level? Maybe. No, I don't think it's level. Don't think they can do that. It's not fair because all of a sudden you've got people that, you know, are lower level and that can't do it and stuff. It's just very confusing. I don't think they can do that really. William Wilkinson pulled a 4-star Alpha Bravo. Got a gold volatile mixture on him. Yeah, he's not bad. Alpha Bravo, he's alright. Very similar to Prowl. Just keep in mind the only difference between the two, so someone pointed this out to me a while ago. We'll talk about Alpha Bravo versus Prowl and who was better. Don't forget, because Prowl is a car, then he shoots from the ground, but Alpha Bravo shoots in the air. So when he is putting his ability out there, if there is anti-air on the base, he will get attacked by the anti-air. So a difference that people don't realise. So keep that in mind, guys, if you are using Alpha Bravo. Warpath, smoke screen, and blades. Depends on the base, of course, but yeah, it really does. And yet you just said yeah. Well, there's another reason that I'm going for this bot. So I was in a recent war, and I always say to people, so when you're in a war against whoever, top war, and you drop points, analyze why you drop points. Try and work out why it happened, and try and come out with a solution as such to how you can fix it. And I would give that advice to, like I said, to anyone really, on how to improve your wars and look for certain bots what's missing and think, right, I've got this problem, I've got X problem that is causing me issues. How can I get around that? So I was looking at good bots to use, 5-star bots really on the whole, and I thought, right, I faced this base, and the base had 2 lightning rod cores, 2 anti-stun cores. It might have even been 3. I think it was 2 though. So I use Sea Spray a lot. I use Bumblebee a lot. So because those bots are stun related, then Lightning Rod reduces their damage. So we've got Sea Spray there, and we've got Bumblebee there, and you can see it's EMP damage. So looking at the Lightning Rod build bot, that protects nearby buildings from EMP. So the stun from Laser Optimus, the stun from Sea Spray, the stun from Bumblebee won't stun at all. But it also blocks 40% of electrical damage. So once you get to 40%, taking that away from the likes of Bumblebee, instead of him doing like 4k damage, all of a sudden it's doing 2,200 damage. It's a lot. It's a lot. You know, Sea Spray does around, I think it's about 4k damage. Obviously that's double because it takes time to go over defense. But again, that's reduced to about 2.5k damage. So it really nullifies them. But don't forget as well, that's just one core. If it stacks, it reduces it by 80%. So if you're trying to use Bumblebee with 80% reduction, you might as well give up. So it was an issue for me, and I thought, right, if I take these 2 out with Smokescreen, that's 12 ability points. Then I'll take out the shield gen. That's generally what I'll do quite early. So that's 16 ability points. Just take out the build bots and the shield gen before I took out anything else. If you use Smokescreen, like 12 ability points for them 2. That's a bit excessive. I need something that's going to take out 2 build bots in an area at a time. So that's not going to work. Hound doesn't do enough damage, and we use 2 ability points. It gets quite costly. These are sort of bots that I was thinking about. 6 gun is not guaranteed. It's a bit sort of random where it hits, but again, the build bots are going to be really close together. Quite costly. I don't want to keep using Jetfire. I use him for the shield gen. So I thought I could chase SG Jetfire, but he's quite costly as well. I don't have SG Jetfire on my actual live account, but at 5+4, if you're taking out the build bots with Jetfire, that's 10 ability points. Then that's 15 still. Take out the shield gen, and then I could use Sack, but I don't want to lose a bot. And this is the sort of conundrum I'm sort of coming to. I could use Sunstreaker, but it's 7 ability points just for a smaller area. I was going through thinking, Blazes, Jazz, not quite enough damage. Look, it's 3 what? So 6,000 damage is brilliant, but 3,000 damage in a bigger area is not enough for the build bots. Take a build bot out on hard mode, you're talking about 5k damage, 5.5k damage. I can't remember the exact figure. It's like 20% added on again, so another 500, another 1,000. So yeah. Thought about Skylinked, but again, the cloud is, not big enough to cover the 2 build bots. And I was sort of at a loss, really. I was like, well, I can use Slingshot maybe to take out the shield gen. I'll take out the shield gen with Slingshot, cause and reduce healing, and I can take them out with Jetfire. So then I don't need to worry about the cause as much for the AoE for taking that out. But sadly, Slingshot can't take out a shield gen in Prime League hard mode. So that's not happening. A 5-star Slingshot, brilliant, but not as the 4-star. And this is sort of conundrum. So I was trying different bots, I was trying different things out, and I was kind of at a bit of a loss. And then I thought, hang on a minute. They're around 5.5k the build bots. We've actually got a bot that's new to the game that does that. And even before his upgrade, it did just enough damage to take them out. So let's have a go. Let's put Skids down. I'll put him right in the middle of them build bots there. Put that build bot over there as well. And then you can see, look, build bots down. Build bots gone. And I've said to people that, worry about build bots, and they're always saying like, oh, these build bots, I hate these build bots. I'm like, yeah, but all you've got to do is take the build bots away, work out a way to take them away, and it's done. The only thing that concerns me is Skid's range. Can he reach them build bots? That's my only concern. Is it they're too far away? But then I suppose if they're too far away, then their range is reduced. So if their build bots, for example, are up here. So you can see there, so yeah, the build bots are up there, but only one is affecting this area, only one is affecting that area. So because they're too far apart, they're not as prevalent. So it's only the MDS around here that's sort of affected by it, really, in a way. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier. So because the 2 are up there, Berserk's just said it's freezing, but no, I can see my drop frames, I can see mine, all my stats, and it seems to be all going fine for me. Upload, recording, seems all fine. My missed frames rate is 0.0%. But yeah, CPU usage 4%, so you give an idea that it's well within its limits. So what we could do instead is drop Skids right as close as we can. And then could still reach it right up there. I don't know, can we? No. But we still took one out, and then we can use Sea Spray. Again, for only 5 ability points, we sort of eliminated anything in that area. Now we can use Sea Spray. Now we can use Bumblebee, because the range of that build bot doesn't take out any of these defenses at the front there. So we found an issue. That's a good tip as well for wars, guys. I found an issue. I found something that I can't get round. And I thought, right, okay, how am I going to get past that? How am I going to improve my war team, to get better at wars in some way? And it's only those sort of bases that I really struggle on with 2 MP and P cores. And all of a sudden now we've got a solution. So my idea is when the new batch comes out, I am going to probably chase Skids. Probably going to chase Koala, yeah, that one. Or I should say the twin twist, shouldn't I? Really. So yeah, I am going to chase them bots in that batch. It'll be interesting to see who else is in there as well. But yeah, it's going to be really exciting for me to add another war bot to my sort of team. So let's have a bit of an update on where I'm up to. So let's just close this down a minute. Yeah, a couple of people are saying that they're having bad connection issues, but seems fine my end. I'm not too sure. So last sign I said, can I get the G1 skids and knockout cores and the G1 chips I've saved now? Don't pull them quite yet. I've been told you can with the content push this afternoon, but then we haven't had the rewards yet. So what I would do is I would wait until they have to confirm, probably tomorrow. Have a look in Discord because everyone's been asking me, and they'll did say get pushed today. But I would hate for you to, pull it and then find out that they're not there. And somebody mentioned in the chat, VIP rewards are in, and VIP rewards are in. So yeah, 30,000 premium shard, 30,000 of each spark as well, pretty cool. There we go. Some new skill crystals and silver chips, cool. And then we've got 5,000 premium shards. That's for the normal, I think, members that aren't VIP. Some prem shards and some, and a silver XP core that never gets used ever. Cool, rewards are in. But yes, we are still saving for these next 5-star batches, and that's not it here. So we've literally got, like I said, what, 15 4-star crystals, which is a guaranteed another 5-star pull. I'm hoping by the time the 5-star batch comes out, I might be even close to 4. I think I'm pushing it a bit. Maybe with the Black Friday bundles, maybe I will be. We've got a 5-star combat chip. Talking about which sort of combats we would like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be the first batch. Road Burner, Pinpointer, Steel Jaw, Zor, and Triceratops Shot. And the next one will be Wind Strike, Trip Up, Sawtooth. I always forget this guy's name because it was a Decepticon. But yeah, and obviously the new combat as well. Sidetrack. What's that guy's called? No, it's a Decepticon. Hey, you know the name. I forgot. But yeah, so which batch would I go for? Now, I was bigging up this batch. I'm not too fond of Wind Strike and Sawtooth, but obviously Trip Up. Latest combat's pretty good. It's not too bad. Oh, you actually showed, did I? Oh, I'll have a look in a minute. But I actually might just go for this batch here. And people might think I'm a bit crazy going for this batch. But with the ape saying that there's going to be added healing in the game. Oh, sorry, reduced healing from Billbots probably. I'm thinking of adding as much healing in my team as possible. And that means healing combats. So it means Triceratops Shot. It means Pinpointer. It means the... oh, it's too mid now. What's it called? It's really annoying me. I've actually even got him though. It's actually more war team. I can't remember who's on though. Nightstick. There you go. Silly me. Nightstick. So yeah, add Nightstick into there. So I might pull from this batch before it gets separated. Pinpointer, Triceratops Shot, Nightstick, and I've got a 3 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 and 7, 3 and 8 chance. 50-50 pretty much. Trip Up I don't mind as well. I'd like Trip Up. He's pretty good. But Steel Jaw I'd like as well. Road Burner would be the killer for me. I really hate Road Burner. Wind Strike, Sawtooth, meh, not so much. But yeah, that's the idea. And obviously 5-star crystal depends on the new batch. But I'm still thinking I'm going to pull for the new batch regardless. At least 3 pulls. That's the idea. Got a few of these saved up as well. So character crystals, I've got Laser Optimus there as well. Again, I'm just saving these because I don't need to pull them. And just in case they do something with shards. I don't know, you never know. Tiger Hawk, Ultra Magnus. You never know. So just sort of saving for that. As I said previously, saving all my cores. So I've got, like I said, I've got, what is it, 40k? Yeah, 40, it's just add them to the mix. There we go. And then if we go to the crystals, there we go. We've got 180 prems saved up. We've got plenty of G metals, plenty of cores, all saved for HQ 18. So I'd advise everyone to save any defense G metals, any G metals you get, anything like that, any gold cores. Save it for the release of HQ 18, and that will put you in good stead as soon as it drops for the new cores. Just a bit of a heads up. I want to go back now and actually look at the last bot actually. The new combat. Let's have a look at him again. No one's poured it yet. I don't think. Stay puffed. I would wait maybe until tomorrow. I don't think there's any rush for it, is there really, as such? I don't think if you get it today, it's going to make any big difference in wars, maybe, but yeah. I would definitely wait for it. Cool. So, again, I wanted to take the FFD away and then try this new combat without the FFD. So there's no, you know, there's no unfairness. Because someone said, yeah, it's not really fair that you sort of showed it like that with FFD cores. I was like, yeah, but let's be honest, it is pretty realistic because everyone uses FFD cores. So regardless, it is realistic. But let's give them a go anyway. No, I don't want to change that because I need that. Let's have a look. Who's put on? There's Optimus. I think I've bought that I don't really use on. Yeah, Elita. Yeah, I don't use Elita on defense or attack, so that'd be cool. Yeah. Cool. There we go. Let's just make sure. Let's just pull these away as well. Just make sure nothing's going to interfere as such. And again, we've not set this base up especially or done any alterations really. Oh, Elita down. We'll put Minerva down with him, actually. There we go. Silbox put someone got a silver G1 core in VIP chat, so I presume they are. But again, just double check with Dale. Make sure, guys. Better safe than sorry. You'll be annoyed if they're not for some reason. So we've got Elites down there. Then we are. There he is. He's dropped. So there's a minion. You can see there. So you can see he's dying pretty quickly. Obviously the team would be staying alive a bit longer, but then once he transforms, this is where does the damage look. Look at that damage. Crazy damage going through the wall. Look at that. Crazy damage going through. Still going. Still got his invincibility. And he's running right round the wall. Of course he is. But then damage on death as well. There you go. Good damage on death. But yeah, he does. Listen, he does crazy damage. It really does, guys, when he transforms. But my point is, as I said before, I don't like Lionizer for the reason of I don't like bots that where you go, oh, when he dies, no, I don't want my bot to die. I don't plan them dying at all. You know, for me, this is road burner, and then when stuff goes wrong, it turns good. You know, I'm not a fan of road burner either, like I said. So, give it another go though. Stay plus put twist is going around walls now. What's the point in having extra damage to walls? We're going to go around them. It's same as Cheeto, exactly the same. They prioritize going around walls rather than through them. It's pretty awful, really. But the same. Cheeto was exactly the same, bud. Let's put his Minerva's healing thing down a minute. So then hopefully we'll stay alive a bit longer. See there, the minions staying alive because behind Elita and the healing core's healing him. See there, doing alright damage, but nothing crazy. I mean, that's SG Steeljaw doing a lot of that, really, but No, it's supposed to do equal damage, but you can see there, look. So, yeah, he's doing alright damage. Nothing crazy, but, you know, he's alright. Like I said, he's alright. At this point. Then they're going around the wall like that. Still. And now, he's about to die, but now he isn't. This might actually work in his favour, actually. Because he gets hit there. Now, there's invisibility. He's kicked in. And he's died because FFD. The FFD has killed him. I moved the FFDs up so it doesn't affect him. And it still has anyway. Get one more try. We'll go down low.
One shall stand, one.
And here we go.
Now, reap the whirlwind.
Make sure they stay alive. Much as I can. Yeah, he's at the back there, just doing his stuff. Just hitting away. Just a little DPS again, nothing too crazy. So obviously Minerva won't heal healers, so here we go now. That's what we'll see now. See what damage it does. And here we go. Now this is the fun part. This is the bit that's impressive. Look at that. Shield gen down.
This race isn't over
Now
yet.
that's a bit impressive. And this is reminding me that we were talking in playtest about how this bot could be used. It could be really good for sacrifice. So let me just make sure. I mean, again, you would miss the mines, but let's just make sure we're not affecting our testing because I'll keep doing it over and over again. Let's chill this back for the. Okay, let's just put these out of the way a minute. Up there to remind me. Okay, so the idea is what you would do is. So let's put it on gold fire, right? So let's see what sidetrack will do on sack.
Till all are one.
So if you're fast enough,
Deploy.
send him right in,
He's ready.
and the combat will pop surely, or shortly even. There's the combat there, and there you can see there. Look, invincibility. Take out the shield gen. Take out the MDS. There you go. That is a nice bit of damage. If you can get straight to the shield gen with, you know, with dropping growl or sidetrack and then hitting the shield gen and the MDS, pretty impressive. I mean, you are losing a bot and you are losing a combat. I don't do much else damage, but if you could hit maybe a build bot in with that and take that out, that's some serious value for some, you know, not a lot of points really. You know, really, really impressive. So, yeah. We may see some sort of sack bot sort of make a comeback. But yeah, really impressive. And Stay Plus, but LOL, they just made sack better off. Well, we haven't finished yet. Just had an idea. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, no. I don't want a bot to die, but hey, if we're gonna do it.
Attack!
Both build bots, shield gen, MDS, take it out for next to nothing. Wow, he just keeps going. Crazy. Absolutely crazy OP. Crazy. But, you know, I have said in testing for HO18 they do need to improve the MSM mines. Again, I think Blur is massively OP anyway, so you never know, it might come a fix, but that is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And you know what? I actually want this combat really, but after seeing what he can do with Blur and what you can see in that situation there, sign me up. For now at least. Cool. What do you guys think? 2 OP? Good? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. I can imagine them making sack harder after that though. I ain't gonna show them though. I think I just found a new favourite bot and combat combination. OP with sack? Yeah, I think so too. I really do. I think that's massively OP for sack. Jason Rollers, but just strong enough. Borderline OP. Berserk. Sack is back, alright? Well, it's never gone away. Let's be honest. It's always been there. It's always been. We gotta think, when it takes you 4 ability points for Jetfire normally, and it takes like Skids and this and combo, and you're doing that with Blur, that's crazy. Say, I'm gonna make me put Blur in lab for 61 today. I've got Blur at 61 in my on my live account. Once I am put 5-star try 7-shot on Blur. You don't need to. If it's sack bot though, you don't really need to. I suppose it does a bit more damage, but yeah. But yeah. Makes me want 5-star runabout next batch. I don't think they'll do a 5-star runabout, a 5-star Blur. The 4-star is massively powerful, so I don't think they will. But you got to think that even with the MSM, if it's like that close by, even if it catches the MSM and Blur does get caught by it, you can still use Goldfire. It doesn't matter once it gets there if you can transform or not, really. But that's an issue for another day. That's a different conversation, isn't it? But yeah, on the whole, pretty well. I don't like bots that die, but if you are gonna have a bot that dies, hey, let's have it do 50k damage. Why not? Absolute crazy, 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 crazy. Well, that is it for today's stream, guys. Really appreciate everyone tuning in. Don't forget, I stream every Thursday and Monday. So if you've not had any questions answered today, then come and catch me on Monday, guys. So on Monday, it's a pretty chilled out stream where I'll just answer any questions, do any more testing. So if you want to see Sidetrack and Growl on a different sack bot, hit me up Monday. Let me know what you've been thinking. Want me to test some different things? Hit me up on Monday. Join the stream. We can do any testing, anything you want to, look at. And don't forget, if you are a member, you can do in advance. You can say, Wozza, we look at this stream on Monday or Thursday, and I'll always try and fit it in at some point. So come and check it out there if you're a member as well. But yeah, again, thanks to everyone that's been a member. Really appreciate it. And thanks to everyone for tuning into the stream. Don't forget to hit a like on the video before you leave, guys, if you liked anything we've done today. Anything. And yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget that, guys. Yeah, that's the most important. You never miss another stream. Never miss another video ever again. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good weekend. I hope everyone's super lucky at getting the new bot. I hope you enjoy the event. Let me know on Monday. Come and join me in the stream and let me know what you think of the event so I can pass it on to the apes and give your feedback. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate everyone for tuning in, and peace out, guys.